Have you ever felt an invisible weight on your shoulders, like something is pulling you down? Maybe you've had moments where your mood shifts for no apparent reason, where your peace feels disturbed without warning, or where you feel drained after being around certain people or places. For many of us, these experiences aren't just random, they're signs of spiritual attacks. And if you don't know how to protect your vibration, these attacks can creep into your life, lowering your energy, disrupting your focus, and even affecting your physical health. But here's the truth: you are not powerless. In fact, the ability to protect your vibration is already within you, and once you understand how to harness it, you become untouchable. This isn't just about avoiding negativity, it's about mastering your energy so completely that nothing can shake you. So stay with me, because we're about to dissect this from every angle and uncover techniques that are 100% proven to work. First, let's get clear on what a spiritual attack actually is. It's not always as dramatic as people think. Sometimes it's subtle, like a sudden wave of self-doubt that wasn't there before. Other times, it's more obvious, like feeling exhausted after being around someone who constantly complains or manipulates. A spiritual attack happens when external energies, whether from people, environments, or even your own unresolved emotions, penetrate your energy field and disrupt your state of being. It's like an energetic virus that spreads if you don't address it. But why does this happen? Why do spiritual attacks even exist? The simplest answer is that energy seeks balance. Think about it: when someone is vibrating at a low frequency, feeling angry, jealous, or afraid, they unconsciously try to balance it by pulling others down to their level. If you're radiating light, positivity, and confidence, it can trigger discomfort in those who aren't in alignment with that energy. They might not even realize they're doing it, but their energy starts reaching out, trying to match yours, and if you're not careful, that can lower your vibration.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
Now, here's where things get interesting. Spiritual attacks don't only come from other people. Sometimes the strongest attacks come from within us. Old fears, unresolved trauma, or limiting beliefs can create cracks in your energy where negativity sneaks in. It's like leaving the door to your home slightly open. Anything can wander in if you're not aware. So, the first step in protecting your vibration is awareness. You need to know where the attack is coming from and how it's affecting you. Let me ask you something: how often do you check in with your energy? Not your thoughts, not your to-do list, but your actual energy. How does it feel right now? Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it scattered? Most of us go through life on autopilot, completely disconnected from our inner state. And that's exactly when spiritual attacks hit the hardest, when we're not paying attention. The second step is understanding your energy field. Your energy isn't just inside you, it radiates outward, like a bubble. This is your aura, and it acts as your first line of defense. But here's the thing: your aura isn't fixed. It expands and contracts depending on your state of mind, your emotions, and even your physical health. When you're calm, centered, and aligned, your aura becomes strong and wide, making it harder for negativity to penetrate. But when you're stressed, distracted, or drained, your aura weakens, and that's when spiritual attacks can slip in. So how do you strengthen it? The first method is grounding. Grounding is like plugging yourself back into the earth's energy. Imagine a tree. Its roots go deep into the ground, anchoring it no matter how hard the wind blows. You need those roots too. One simple way to ground yourself is to stand barefoot on the grass or soil. Visualize your energy sinking deep into the earth, connecting with its stability. Even if you're indoors, you can just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet into the ground. This practice instantly stabilizes your energy and makes you less susceptible to external influences. The second method is shielding. Shielding is about creating an intentional barrier around your energy field. Picture a glowing bubble of light surrounding you, strong, radiant, and impenetrable. This isn't just a mental exercise, it's an energetic practice. The color of the light matters too. White light is great for general protection, while golden light adds an extra layer of strength. You can even use violet light if you're dealing with particularly heavy negativity, as it's known for its transformative properties. Spend just a few minutes a day visualizing this shield, and over time, it becomes second nature. But here's the thing, grounding and shielding are just the basics. If you really want to protect your vibration, you need to go deeper. Let's talk about your thoughts. Thoughts are energy, and every thought you think either strengthens or weakens your vibration. Negative self-talk like "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never succeed" creates cracks in your energy field, making it easier for spiritual attacks to latch on. On the other hand, positive, empowering thoughts act like reinforcement, strengthening your aura from the inside out. This is where a daily mental detox comes in. Take 5 minutes at the end of each day to reflect on your thoughts. Were they mostly empowering or disempowering? If you notice a pattern of negativity, don't judge yourself. Simply acknowledge it and replace those thoughts with affirmations that feel true to you. For example, if you've been thinking, "I'm stuck," replace it with, "I am capable of creating change in my life." The goal isn't to force positivity, but to shift your focus toward thoughts that uplift your energy. Another layer to protecting your vibration is your physical space. Your environment is an extension of your energy, and it affects you more than you might realize. Clutter, stagnant air, or even certain objects can hold negative energy. Take a moment to look around your space. Does it feel uplifting or does it feel heavy? If it's the latter, it's time for a cleanse. Start by decluttering, get rid of anything that no longer serves you. Then, cleanse the energy of your space with tools like sage, Palo Santo, or even just opening the windows to let fresh air in. Every time you clear your space, you're also clearing your mind. But let's not forget about the people in your life. Some relationships naturally uplift your vibration, while others drain it. This doesn't mean you should cut everyone off, but it does mean you need to be selective about how much access people have to your energy. Set boundaries, not just physical ones, but emotional and mental boundaries too. If someone is constantly negative, limit your interactions with them. Protecting your vibration isn't selfish, it's necessary. And finally, gratitude. Gratitude is like a secret weapon for protecting your vibration. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy to a higher frequency, making it almost impossible for negativity to stick. Start each day with 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big sometimes. It's the smallest things, like a warm cup of tea or a kind word from a stranger, that elevate your energy the most. So what's the takeaway? Protecting your vibration isn't about avoiding the world or living in a bubble. It's about mastering your energy so that no matter what happens around you, you remain steady, strong, and aligned. Your vibration is your greatest asset. Treat it like the treasure it is. Let's get to the heart of it. Protecting your vibration isn't just about defense, it's about building a fortress of energy so strong that no external force can shake it. Most people think protecting their energy means constantly being on guard, but that approach keeps you in a state of tension. Real protection comes from creating such a deep sense of inner peace and strength that negativity can't find a way in. It's not about fighting off attacks, it's about becoming so aligned with your energy that you naturally repel anything that doesn't match your frequency. The first step to mastering this is understanding that your vibration reflects your inner world, not your outer circumstances. What's happening around you doesn't matter as much as how you're responding to it. Two people can face the same challenge, but one will collapse under the pressure while the other will remain calm and centered. Why? Because the second person has trained their energy to remain steady regardless of what happens. Here's where most people go wrong. They react to everything. They let the energy of others dictate how they feel. Someone is rude to them, they get defensive. A situation doesn't go their way, they spiral into frustration. But every time you react, you give your power away. You're handing control of your vibration to something outside of you. The key is to stop reacting and start choosing. Choosing how you feel. Choosing how you respond. Choosing your vibration, no matter what. But how do you actually do this? It starts with awareness. Most people are so caught up in their thoughts and emotions that they don't even realize when their vibration is being pulled down. They feel off but can't pinpoint why. The moment you notice yourself feeling drained, ask, where is this coming from? Did someone say something that triggered you? Did you absorb someone else's frustration? Or is it an old belief or fear coming to the surface? You can't shift your energy until you're aware of what's disrupting it. Once you're aware, the next step is to reset. Think of your vibration like a radio signal. If it's fuzzy or out of tune, you need to recalibrate it. One of the fastest ways to do this is through breath. Your breath is directly linked to your energy. When it's shallow and rapid, your vibration becomes chaotic. When it's deep and steady, your energy aligns. Take a slow inhale for 4 counts, hold it for 4 counts, and then exhale for 6 counts. Do this a few times and notice how your body and mind shift. This simple practice brings you back to center. But resetting your energy isn't just about calming yourself down, it's about actively raising your vibration. This is where most people miss the mark. They think protecting their energy is just about avoiding negativity, but it's also about filling yourself with so much positivity that negativity can't stick. It's like filling a glass with water. If it's already full, nothing else can enter. One of the most powerful ways to raise your vibration is through gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a mental exercise, it's an energetic shift. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you're aligning yourself with abundance and positivity. And here's the trick, don't just think about what you're grateful for, feel it. Let the feeling of gratitude fill your entire body. Close your eyes, visualize something you're grateful for, and notice how your energy changes. You're not just protecting your vibration, you're elevating it. Another tool for raising your energy is movement. Energy is meant to flow, but when you're stuck in fear, anger, or sadness, it becomes stagnant. Moving your body gets the energy flowing again. This doesn't have to be intense dancing, stretching, or even going for a walk can completely shift your state. The key is to move with intention. As you move, imagine releasing any stuck energy and replacing it with light and positivity. Now let's address something that most people avoid: the role of emotions in spiritual attacks. Emotions are powerful. and if left unchecked, they can become doorways for negativity. For example, anger isn't inherently bad, but if you hold on to it, it festers and lowers your vibration. The same goes for fear, guilt, or sadness. These emotions aren't the problem, it's your resistance to them that causes issues. When you suppress or ignore emotions, they don't go away. They linger in your energy field, creating cracks where spiritual attacks can slip in. The solution isn't to suppress or avoid emotions, it's to process them. Feel them fully, without judgment, and then release them. Let's say you're feeling anger. Instead of pushing it down or lashing out, pause. Acknowledge the emotion. Notice where it's showing up in your body. Is it a tightness in your chest? A heaviness in your stomach? Breathe into that space and let the emotion move through you. Emotions are energy in motion. When you allow them to flow, they lose their charge and no longer disrupt your vibration. But here's the deeper layer: your emotions are often tied to thoughts and beliefs. If you keep experiencing the same emotional patterns, it's a sign there's a deeper belief at play. For example, if you're constantly feeling unworthy, there's likely a belief that says, "I'm not good enough." These beliefs act like magnets for negativity. To truly protect your vibration, you need to identify and release these beliefs. This isn't about positive thinking or pretending everything is fine. It's about rewiring your subconscious. Start by noticing the thoughts that come up when you're feeling low. Write them down. Then ask, is this thought true? More often than not, it's not. Replace it with a thought that feels more empowering. If "I'm not good enough" comes up, replace it with, "I'm learning and growing every day." The goal isn't to force positivity, but to shift your focus to thoughts that support your vibration. Finally, let's talk about energy boundaries. Most people think of boundaries as something external, like saying no to others. But energetic boundaries are internal. It's about deciding what you allow into your space. Every time you interact with someone, there's an energy exchange. If someone is carrying negativity, they might try to offload it onto you, whether intentionally or not. This is why it's crucial to protect your energy before you even step into the world. One of the simplest ways to do this is through visualization. Picture yourself surrounded by a shield of light. This shield doesn't block connection or love, it only filters out negativity. Choose a color that resonates with you. White is great for general protection, gold adds strength, and violet transforms negativity into positivity. Spend a few minutes each morning visualizing this shield and notice how it changes your interactions throughout the day. Protecting your vibration isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily practice, a way of living. It's about building habits that support your energy, whether that's through meditation, gratitude, movement, or simply being mindful of what you allow into your space. The more you practice, the stronger your energy becomes, and the less external negativity can affect you. Let's take everything we've talked about so far and flip the perspective. What if spiritual attacks aren't just something to defend against? What if they're opportunities? What if every attack, every draining interaction, and every negative energy you encounter is actually raw material for your growth, waiting for you to transform it? That's the ultimate power move, not just protecting your vibration, but using these challenges to elevate it even higher. Think about it. The strongest, most enduring people you know didn't become that way by avoiding difficulty. They became that way because they learned how to face it, absorb it without letting it break them, and transform it into strength. This is the essence of turning spiritual attacks into fuel. You don't just survive, you thrive. The first step to doing this is shifting your mindset. Most people see spiritual attacks as something to fear. But fear lowers your vibration, which makes you more vulnerable. When you fear an attack, you're already giving it power. Instead of seeing it as something being done to you, see it as something happening for you. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What part of me is being called to grow? Every attack highlights something within you that may still need healing or strengthening. It's like a flashlight showing you where your energy could use reinforcement. Here's an example. Let's say someone in your life constantly criticizes you, and their words really get under your skin. At first glance, it feels like their negativity is the problem. But if you go deeper, you might notice that their words only hurt because they're touching on a wound you already carry, maybe a fear of not being enough, or an old belief that you have to be perfect to be loved. The attack is showing you where healing needs to happen. It's like the universe saying, here's where you're leaking energy. Let's fix this so it doesn't happen again, but how do you actually turn this into growth? Start by observing your triggers. Every time something disrupts your vibration, pause. Don't react. Just notice what's happening. What emotions are coming up? What thoughts are running through your mind? Where do you feel it in your body? This moment of observation is powerful because it creates space between you and the trigger. In that space, you take back your power. You stop being a victim of the attack and start becoming a master of your energy. The next step is releasing what doesn't serve you. Most of the time, spiritual attacks stick because they hook into something unresolved within us, whether it's an old belief, an unhealed wound, or even a habit of thinking negatively. Once you've observed the trigger, ask yourself, what am I holding on to that's allowing this to affect me? What can I let go of to free myself? Letting go isn't always easy, but it's necessary. It might mean forgiving someone who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. It might mean releasing the need to be right or the need to control every outcome. Letting go is an act of courage, and it creates space for something new: peace, clarity, and higher vibrations. Now, let's talk about turning the energy of the attack itself into something positive. Energy is energy, it's neutral until you decide what to do with it. When someone projects negativity toward you, you have two choices: absorb it and let it lower your vibration, or redirect it and use it to fuel your growth. This isn't about fighting back or retaliating. It's about alchemy, transforming one form of energy into another. One way to do this is through visualization. Imagine the negative energy coming toward you as a dark cloud. Instead of letting it enter your space, picture it hitting your energetic shield and dissolving into light. You're not rejecting the energy, you're transmuting it. Another technique is to channel the energy through movement. If you feel heaviness or anger after an interaction, move your body. Dance, run, stretch, whatever feels right. Imagine the energy leaving your body with every movement, transformed into something positive. But here's the real secret: the ultimate way to turn spiritual attacks into fuel is through love. This might sound counterintuitive, especially when someone is attacking you, but love is the highest vibration there is. When you respond to negativity with love, not just for others, but for yourself, you instantly raise your frequency. You don't have to condone someone's behavior or let them continue to harm you, but you can choose to send love their way instead of hate. Why does this work? Because when you choose love, you're stepping into your power. You're saying, I refuse to let this bring me down. I choose to rise above it. Love doesn't mean weakness, it means strength. It means you're so rooted in your own vibration that nothing external can pull you out of alignment. This doesn't mean you won't feel the impact of spiritual attacks. You're human, and it's natural to feel hurt, frustrated, or drained at times. But the difference is, you don't stay there. You feel it, you process it, and then you rise. Every attack becomes a stepping stone, a reminder of your resilience, and a chance to grow stronger. Let's take this one step further. What if you could not only protect your vibration but also create an environment where spiritual attacks are less likely to happen in the first place? This is where proactive energy work comes in. It's like building a garden. You don't just remove the weeds, you plant flowers, nurture the soil, and create a space that naturally repels pests. Your energy works the same way. Start by filling your life with things that uplift you. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, places that energize you, and activities that bring you joy. The more you fill your space with high vibrations, the less room there is for negativity to take hold. This isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about creating a foundation so strong that challenges don't overwhelm you. And don't forget the importance of daily rituals. Whether it's meditation, journaling, breathwork, or simply sitting in silence, these practices keep you connected to your inner peace. They're like anchors that keep you steady no matter how rough the waters get. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a huge difference. So here's the truth: spiritual attacks are inevitable, but they don't have to define you. They're not signs of failure or weakness, they're signs that you're growing. The stronger your light, the more it will attract both admiration and resistance. But that's the price of being someone who vibrates higher than the world around them. The question isn't how to avoid attacks, it's how to use them to become stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. Every time you rise above negativity, you're not just protecting your vibration, you're expanding it. You're proving to yourself that you are unshakable, no matter what comes your way. So what will you do the next time negativity comes knocking? Will you shrink, or will you rise? Will you let it pull you down, or will you use it to climb higher? You already know the answer. You've always had the strength, you just needed the tools to unlock it. Now, it's time to embody that strength and become the master of your energy. Nothing can touch you unless you allow it.